Welcome back to another episode of Excalibur CCG's Talking Comics. We're your host. I am Randy.
I am half of Mark.
We want whole Mark. It's like whole milk. We want it all.
Okay.
Not really. I don't like whole milk. Every week we take a look at the new comics that are on shelves Wednesday morning. The Wednesday we are talking about this week is December 20th, 2017. Pretty sure. The year is just about done, and I think the next time we talk about... Oh no, we have one more. Talk about comics there before is 2018. You know our locations. They are in Texarkana, Texas, and Shreveport, Louisiana. If you need to have help finding those locations, go onto our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, or our Facebook page, and you can find directions and phone numbers to both shops. There are no announcements other than the year is about to happen. We are going to have Thanksgiving. Holy hell. We're going to have Christmas happen. There will be presents for some people.
I'm going to bring my Santa hat next week.
Okay, that's totally cool. I can bring mine with the Yoda ears. I'll be poking at you the whole time. Mark's used to having me poking
all day.
I rib him. Okay. So without any announcements, we're going to dive into the number ones for this week. There are quite a few of them, so we're just going to get through them as quickly as possible because some of them have fairly lengthy descriptions. First up for me is 30 Days of Night number 1. This is a 6-issue miniseries. This is Steve Niles, the creator of 30 Days of Night, on board to write it. Ben Temple-Smith is not doing the art, he is doing the covers. Instead we have, I don't know how to say the Russian name, so
Pyotr Kowalski.
Yeah, Peter Kowalski, who is of Sex fame. He drew the book Sex for Image Comics. IDW is reimagining 30 Days of Night. It used to be something else. Now it's going to change itself a little bit, much like the TV series Fargo had some of the simplest concepts of the movie, but redefined itself. That's what they're going for here. As the sun sets over an isolated Alaskan town, remember in Alaska, that's going to be 30 Days of Night. There is a new evil that is emerging from the shadows to terrorize the town. There are going to be a series of strange events, horrific killings, and...
So how is that different from... How is that a reboot?
I don't know. I guess you have to read it to figure out how, because it does sound very much so like the original. So 30 Night, it's going to be reborn, and the series is designed to titillate the mind and horrify the senses. I don't know, unless they're going to use the cheap ink so that it smells like shit. That's what it used to, and it just kind of made you nauseated. Go back to early Avatar books and see what I'm talking about. That would horrify my senses. The worst of it was...
Hopefully it wouldn't titillate them.
No. The worst of it was when Charles Burns, he had the graphic novel Black Hole, and it had the cheap ink, and it smelled like ass the whole time.
That Remender one, the pirate one.
Yes, that was also awful. Sea of Red.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Not the book itself, the smell.
No, the book's pretty cool, but the trades just
so
smell
bad.
Yeah.
So, 30 Days of Night is here for people who love that series, love Steve Niles, love horror. Please check it out.
Cool.
This one I'm excited about.
All right, from IDW, Assassinistas number 1 from Tiny Howard. He hadn't been in the strip store lately. Anthony's friend, old Tiny Howard. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I haven't either. I love that reminds you of him.
And Gilbert Hernandez does the art. Dominic Prince and the Semester Abroad, part 1 of 6. Dominic Price. Hey, is it Price or Prince?
Uh-oh. Maybe it's both.
Maybe it is. Dominic Prince Price.
Could be
Prince.
a spy.
Could
he doesn't
be.
want you to know his real name.
He's a college-age kid who just wants to spend the semester making out with his boyfriend, Taylor. In between rounds of Turbo Light Fighter and maintaining a solidly passable 3.2 GPA. His mom, Octavia, formerly a badass action movie quality bounty hunter, didn't pay his tuition because she had to get back into business and spend $40K on black market weapons and body armor. And she's bringing Dominic with her because the alternative is making lattes for a semester and he'd rather die. Good thing in Mom's line of work, dying is an option.
That sounds awesome.
I'm not reading these bullet points, man.
This is IDW's new imprint. It started with Kid Lobotomy. Shelley Bond is the editor overseeing this imprint, and she has brought in a lot of the old school Vertigo people, and she's trying to give it an old school Vertigo feel. Okay. I'm totally excited about the Hernandez art. That's what I'm there for. Hopefully the story follows suit and is just as high quality as the.
It's got Tiny Howard.
It's got Tiny Howard. I don't know how you can miss with.
Maybe that's why he hasn't been in the shop lately.
That's
He's
right.
Been writing Assassinistas.
Hey, whatever pays the bills, apparently. Next from Aftershock Comics, we have Backways #1. Justin Jordan and Eleonora Carlini are going to be your creative team on this book. If you are a fan of Midnight Nation or what I just suddenly had a brain fart, the Neil Gaiman Neverwhere, this sounds very similar to those with the story here. There is a hidden nation, a nation of magic and madness, one that exists in all of the forgotten spaces. That could be your attic, your basement, the haunted house down the street. Any of those could be part of the Backways. That's what the main concept of Midnight Nation and Neverwhere were.
Okay.
Forgotten stuff fades into this other realm. So Anne Merrick has lost someone in the Backways, and now she's going to stop at nothing to get them back, even if it means unleashing something unimaginable. Can you just imagine?
It's unimaginable, so I can't.
Well, I thought you might be able to. This is a new series. If you are apparently a fan of... See, I went in the direction of Midnight Nation and Neverwhere. They're going to say a fan of Harry Potter and Chronicles of Narnia. Those are, I guess, he does pass through a wall to go to something else, and they do pass through a wardrobe to go to somewhere else, so maybe that's where they're pulling in that connection. So, Justin Jordan, he is a fairly popular writer right now. He's got a lot of work all over the place, so this is going to be, I imagine, another mini-series from him, even though they don't tell us how much is in the series.
Yeah, I think most of Aftershock stuff winds up being mini-series.
Yeah.
Okay, the one I've been waiting for all year.
Klaus?
Well, the other one I've been waiting for all year. This is the Hellboy Krampusnacht #1 from Mike Mignola and Adam Hughes. Adam Hughes does a whole comic book. And this is probably why Betty and Veronica 3 never came out, or 4, whatever it was. 2, whatever it was he stopped at.
No, 3, it was the last.
The only thing more exciting than pitting Hellboy against a satanic spin on Santa is the team up of Mike Mignola and Adam Hughes, and for what I've seen of the interior art, it is flat out amazing. And I cannot wait to get my hands on this book.
It's not going to last long.
No, it's not. It is not going to last long at all. The shelf, it'll be gone quick. Very quick. I can't wait for this book.
As much as Mark has been delighted to talk to you about Hellboy and Krampusnacht, I am extremely excited about the latest installment of the Jim Henson Storyteller series. Fairies #1 of 4 comes out here. Boom Studios. This issue. Each issue is by somebody different. This issue is the artist that is not Matthew, I guess, A or S Smith. He's had to do that, add on to his name now. But this is Matt Smith, who is writing
Doctor Who
and drawing this. Yes, Doctor No, not that Matt Smith. See what I did there? In the series of storytellers, they always focus on a type of character. This one is going to be fairies, and they're taking a look at folklore, mythical tales from around the world. In this issue, they are taking a look at the Elf Queen and the Shepherd, a tale of elven fairies in Iceland. When a fairy princess is cursed to the human realm and cursed to bring death with her, Grettir, the strong, must discover the source of the trouble and break her curse. So they tell you a couple of the upcoming issues will have stories by Benjamin Schipper, Tyler Jenkins, and Cecilia Lothenwall, people that you've probably never heard of, but their stories are often a lot of fun that they put into the books here. It's not something that you're going to get the sharp, crisp, Jim Lee style art, but they put a lot of detail into the story for these other countries' folklore, and it's a lot of fun.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. Okay, a Mike Mignola double shot here. Here we go. Joe Golem, Occult Detective. This is Flesh and Blood, number 1 of 2 from Dark Horse Comics. Mike Mignola and Christopher Golden doing the writing, and Patrick Reynolds doing the art with David Palumbo on the cover. Wasn't that the WCW wrestler?
Chuck.
Oh, okay.
Close. Just one more question.
Occult Detective Joe Golem continues to protect New York City from supernatural danger when he investigates a home that has become a hotbed of paranormal activity, but the real danger may be from the person he least suspects.
Pour some sand out for you.
So, actually, another book I'm looking forward to. I'm all about the Mignola.
Man, he does some good stuff. Anything that delves into the occult is always fun.
Absolutely.
One of the two big Marvel old titles
Legacy?
to reappear,
Legacy.
as in maybe a legacy title, is Marvel 2-in-1. They're not giving it the original numbering. This is a number 1.
Figure.
Chip Zdarsky is on board to write this, and Jim Chung is bringing his awesome art to the book.
For 2 whole issues.
For 2 whole issues, yes. This is called The Fate of the Four. There's something that is seriously very wrong with the Human Torch, and he needs the Thing, Ben Grimm, to help him out. Plus, you're going to get some information on a secret that Doom has been hiding since the end of Secret Wars. So if you have been looking for something dealing with at least 2 of the Fantastic Four, and hopefully soon all 4 of them.
Well, now that a certain company has bought another certain company, then
that seems almost
that seems very likely to happen very soon.
Absolutely. This is definitely the book you want to check out. We have all been missing our 4 characters there.
Absolutely.
I will take half of them.
Well, yeah, until they can bring them all back.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Another novel. Okay, from Valiant. Quantum and Woody, number 1. From Daniel Kibblesmith. And the art by Kano. Wasn't there a Kibble? Yeah, something about a dog and Kibble last show.
I don't know, but Kano is awesome.
Yeah,
his art's changed because it used to be very Ed McGuinness-like, and then it changed when he did the Hero comic.
Well, the world's worst superhero team returns in an explosive new ongoing series. This December, deeply alarming and untrustworthy writer Daniel Kibblesmith. Oh, he's wrote for this Late Show. Okay.
Oh.
And eye-popping artist Kano. Eye-popping. Give the Valiant universe the adjective-worthy superheroes it deserves, Quantum and Woody. Sometimes you embrace your destiny, and sometimes you and your troublemaking adopted brother find yourselves trapped in a scientific lab explosion that grants you effing awesome superpowers. As a result of their accident, Eddie and Woody Henderson, aka Quantum and Woody, must clang their wristbands together every 24 hours or both dissipate into nothingness, which makes superheroing pretty awkward when you're not on speaking terms at the moment. Well, you don't have to speak to clang, man. You just clang. See, Eric has been keeping a pretty big secret. He knows who Woody's birth father really is and where he's been hiding all these years. It's probably the goat, I'm guessing.
Uh-oh.
With great power comes great sibling rivalry.
It can't be.
Can't be the goat.
Because the goat's in a future book, the goat is pregnant.
Oh, okay. Well, nature will find a way.
Love will find a way.
That too. This winter, you'll believe 2 men and 1 goat can split a 1-bedroom apartment and still be a credible threat to evil and injustice everywhere when Quantum and Woody make headlines and take names.
That is it for you. I've got one more. Tales of Suspense number 100, of course, another Marvel book. Matthew Rosenberg, red hot artist on board, travel foreman, who gave us some great art in the Immortal Iron Fist book. And beautiful cover art by Marco Cicchetto.
Geppetto.
Geppetto.
He wants to be a real boy.
This says number 100 of 5. I don't know if this is going to intended to be a mini series.
It's probably supposed to be a mini
Probably supposed to be. This is Red Ledger number 1 of 5. This is directly spinning out of the Secret Empire. Sorry, it's coming out of that. Black Widow. Spoiler alert: she is dead, and someone is killing her enemies off with a broken heart and a bloody trail to follow. For some reason, Hawkeye is the one that is searching for her right now. I didn't think that they were an item at the time, but I guess they were. He is looking for answers, and the only person alive who may have those answers and who is going to help team up with him is Natasha's other ex-boyfriend, the Winter Soldier, Bucky. That was a tragic story. If you guys did not read The Winter Soldier, that was sad.
They could bring Matt Murdock in and Tony's. They could have a whole team of her ex-boyfriends.
They could have a whole team of them. So can they trust each other long enough to unravel the web of mysteries that Black Widow left behind? My guess is that yes, they can. Because otherwise, why are we reading the story
right.
if they can't? No, the other
but
one
hijinks will ensue.
The other one was sad because there's this whole thing where there's a relationship between Winter Soldier and Black Widow, and she has to have something done to erase her memory, so it's going to erase any memory of their relationship, and that sucked because they just wrote them so well together. But back when Marvel had awesome stories. And they're getting awesome again.
I hope so.
I'm hoping they've had some really good reviews on some of their books so far, so I'm really happy to hear that. Beyond that, that is the number ones that we're talking about. That is the story arcs. That is everything that we're talking about, guys. We will mention we don't usually do movie news, but I mean it's kind of too big not to mention.
Yeah, this one's kind of
huge. For the people who have been wanting to see the X-Men team up with Avengers and whatever else, have the Fantastic Four back in comics and on the movie screen in a way they felt that they could possibly be written properly. That's all now possible because...
Yep. Wow, because the mouse bought Fox. The mouse bought the Fox.
Mouse was more scarier than the Fox.
That's right.
So everything is there. Mark has pointed out that it's really not just those titles that are coming out. So I don't know if we're going to suddenly see Aliens no longer being published at other companies and it coming over to the House of the Mouse, or
Aliens, Predator, Terminator, Planet of the Apes.
Suddenly there is a whole different realm of comics that could be produced. Of course, if they outsource it, they're probably raking in a lot of money from the people who have bought that. But
yeah, time will tell to see if they keep it outsourced or if they bring everything in-house.
Yeah, a lot going on there. They've obviously had some sort of tie-in with IDW because they're allowing them to produce some Star Wars comics.
Yeah, apparently Disney and IDW had a really good working relationship before they ever bought Marvel. So,
okay. Because they also still have like DuckTales and some of the other things. But we'll see what happens with the Simpsons comics and a lot of other things that they could
Simpsons show.
Yeah, they could suddenly be moving into Marvel, or Marvel could be making buku bucks, outsourcing them to other companies to keep hold of them. So
actually, I mean, that's obviously big, but to me, the biggest thing that came from that is that now Disney owns Lock, Stock, and Barrel episode 4 that Fox had rights to do videos and stuff. So now Disney can start cranking out the Blu-rays and DVDs of all the movies, complete collections, maybe theatrical versions, that kind of stuff. So.
And the little fun-known fact, unwell-known fact, I don't know, that Disney now owns Batman 66.
Yes, they do.
So,
yes, they do.
What does that mean? We don't know.
At least part of it.
Or part of it, yeah.
Distribution rights, I think, to it they own. So, yeah, that's it. That's very interesting. Marvel, Disney kind of owns Batman and a little piece of Batman.
There's a little piece of Batman in Marvel.
Little piece of Batman in all of us.
In all of us, I hope not. No, I'm not going to get into that. We've all heard it before. So beyond that, guys, we're not going to. We don't have a question for the week.
We had 2 last week, and we don't have any this week.
Yeah, you can tell us what you feel about that acquisition and what you think that might mean for comics.
Sure.
But as you know, we're Excalibur Comics, and I want you to remember, go online, go to our page, ExcaliburCCG.com, or our Facebook page, where you can sign up for new books as they are daily solicited in the intention that you can sign up for them. Look to see what our new this week is, and just contact us if you need something.
I have a question of the week.
And we have a question of the week.
I just thought of this. See, for the past few weeks, except for this week, I've been answering the question, where is Chris Hunter? And I've just been making up silly stuff. So it's your turn to make up silly stuff. Where is Chris Hunter? You tell us.
Where is Chris Hunter? It's kind of like what in the world happened to Carmen Sandiego or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped before we infringed upon anything there. So, where is Chris Hunter? As your question of the week. Beyond that, give us a thumbs up, a like, a share, a comment, anything about the books you're picking up this week, the new books you're interested in, and tell us about Chris Hunter and Disney acquisitions. Anything else?
I'm just counting down for more holiday food.
Yes, absolutely. I get some tonight. That's going to be awesome. Go get some little smokies. That's my name for rigs.
Little Smoky.
That's right. So until next time, guys, read great comics, comment on everything I've mentioned previously, and we will see you next week. Bye.